shape. And when I first started shape, the idea of shape was just a little weird. I wasn't quite sure how to explain it, understand it, or know what's going on. So shape is literally just the way the head looks, like the silhouette of the head. Imagine if you, I don't know, were just to draw the outline of somebody's head, and that is what the shape is. Pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. It just gets a little complicated when it comes to the different techniques you can use to create shape initially that sets you up in the best position to fade that shape. So first, I think the best thing that you need to do or need to know when you're doing a shape, how does the head shape look when you're looking from the side? How does the head shape look when you're looking from the back? How does the head shape look when you're looking from the front? And if we were to get an aerial view of that head shape, how would it look? So just trying to separate, instead of trying to understand the fade in its entirety or the shape in its entirety, just look at one side of the head. Okay, how does that look? Turn the head. Okay, how does that look? You have to separate them, and there are ways to connect them. So for me, what I tend to do when I first see a head, I first walk up and see somebody's hair is overgrown, the shape is all messed up. There is slightly different things you do with straight hair than curly hair. When it comes to straight hair, first thing I do is separate the sides from the top. And the way you separate the sides from the top is the top partition begins at the highest point, the highest point of the eyebrow. And then you create those partitions, and those are the sides that you see on the side, and you see from the front profile, you see that. Then on the side, you move around and go to the back. So after you create that partition, especially if it's overgrown, you aren't quite sure how the client is gonna want the top done. Instead of going through all that, I just focus on the side. Focus on the side. Now that you separated the top from the side, you do not think about the top. Most men, 90% of men, have a square shape. You know, literally the shape that you have from the side can only be straight up or just angled out. There's no other. People try to complicate the shape from the front profile, but it's literally just here, or you just push it out. Right now, you have the same situation with the back. It's just here, or you angle it out. It's nothing complicated. So the number one way barbers tend to shape heads is they take a number two guard, and they ride it up the side of the head. You ride up the side of the head and you go all the way around. Now you've literally taken care of the sides for the shape, and then after you can do that, you can now go to the top and pick the desired length, and now you've completed the shape of the head. That's the completion of the shape of the head.